Hello guys, and welcome to my video number 16 on my PHP series. And this video I'm going to show you how to build functions. Okay, so probably a lot of you guys already know how to make functions because you followed my JavaScript tutorials. And in PHP, functions basically work the same. It's the same syntax. Okay, so it's going to be pretty easy for you. If you guys didn't follow my JavaScript tutorials, pay attention. Okay, so to build a function from the beginning, you have to type function and space, the name of the function. I'm going to call my function test, and parentheses. Below that we type curly braces. Oops. And let's give a space here, and between the curly braces let's type whatever code we want. I'm going to echo something, okay, to test it in the browser. So echo, hi, welcome to my web page. You can type whatever you want here. Save that, and let's go to the browser, refresh, and nothing happens. Okay, nothing happens because whenever you want to output or to call to execute the code inside a function, you have to call the function. To call the function, you have to type the name of the function, parentheses, and semicolon. Okay, and this syntax will call whatever code is in here. Let's run that, and that's it. It outputs hi, welcome to my web page. So it runs whatever code is inside the curly braces. So you see that basically functions work to store a bunch of code that you will you want to run only when you call it. Okay, so it's pretty cool to organize your code, and you will use only that code when you want to. Okay, when you call the function. Okay, so you can have a lot of functions. Each function will have a different name, of course, and you already know that to call that bunch of code that you want to run, you have to remember the name of the function and call or type the name of the function to run that code, right? So it's pretty cool and useful to organize when you have a lot of code, right? So I'm going to teach you also how to use functions with parameters. So I'm going to build, I'm going to make function test with two parameters now. I'm going to give two parameters here, and the parameters go inside the parentheses. Parameters basically are variables that will hold, or we will pass some values later on at the end of the function. So let's type num1 parameter, comma, and the other parameter, I'm going to call it num2. Okay, don't forget to put these are variables, so you have to put the $sign. Okay, don't forget that. Now let's delete this, and inside the function I'm going to type a variable total equals num1 multiplied by num2 semicolon. Okay, so basically I'm making here a calculation, which is num1 multiplied by num2, and this here will be stored the result of the calculation in the total variable. And now to output the total, okay, to output this, I have to type return total. Okay, so we use the syntax return variable when we want to output the result, or when we want to output a variable that holds a value in it, okay, inside our function. So this will hold the result of this calculation, okay, and now we still don't have any values, okay, so the calculation, it's pretty a null calculation because we don't have, this is like a null value and this is null value, so this won't work yet. So to give and pass values to the parameters, we have to type echo the name of the function test, and inside the parentheses we have to type the values that you want to give to parameter num1 and parameter num2. And these values, I'm going to pass a value first for num1, of course. This is, we have to type the values in the same order that the parameters are in the beginning of the function. So to num1, I'm going to give a value of 2, comma, and to num2, I'm going to give a value of 3. Okay? Save that. And now this means that this is 2 multiplied by 3. Okay? The total is 6, is going to be stored here, and I return the total to output that result, and then I echo the function name test with the values, okay, that I want to give to the parameters. It's pretty simple, okay? So you see that if I refresh, I have 6, okay? So you can give more parameters if you want to. You can build parameter 3 and parameter 4, num4, okay? So now we have 4 parameters, and I can make more complex calculation. Num3 plus num4, for example. Okay, so now I have this big calculation, and the result is going to be stored in total. Total will be returned, and I'm going to echo test with num1 value 2, num2 value 3, and now I want to pass value 4 to num3 and value 5 to num4. So now I will have 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 4 plus 5, right? I refresh that, the result is 29. So basically that's it. That's how functions work in PHP. It's pretty simple, and of course, if you have a lot of calculations or a lot of lines of code inside your function, more complex your function is, it's going to be, okay? But this is a pretty simple and basic example, okay? If you guys don't know or never saw functions before, okay? So at the beginning with these examples, I think it's pretty simple how to start using functions and understand how functions work, okay? So if you guys have any questions at all, just send me a message, and I will try to answer you as soon as possible, okay? So see you guys later. Bye.